Yo guys, so like I said in my last video, if that video got 1 like, I will come back for a part 2 to read more unhinged Letterboxd reviews. And to my surprise, it got just that. Meaning, people actually watch my videos and actually like them. What a crazy thought. I had to get back in touch with my good buddy, Spook Docklin, and boy, let me tell ya, that man's a hard clown to reach. But anyways, he laid out more reviews for ya boy to go over for another banger video. So without further ado, let's talk more movies. Alright, first up, Baby Driver. Baby Driver. 3 stars out of 5 stars. I was told a baby was gonna be driving, and boy was I disappointed. All I got was Gerbert Johnson running errands to his top 10 Spotify playlist, but I mean, that's fine. Next time you say that a baby will be driving cars, please deliver. Like a mother delivering a newborn about to get strapped into a 69 Camaro SS. What the fuck was Gerby even doing in this movie? But I agree with Spook Docklin though. I mean, most of the time, I always do. Because like Lonely Dudes and Ryan Gosling, Spook Docklin is literally me. You know, for a movie called Baby Driver, I was expecting to see like a fucking infant doing some Gran Turismo, GTA style driving, throwing fucking like empty milk bottles out the window, trying to suck some tits and shit, smelling like shit. But all we got here was Gerbert Johnson here doing just that. I'm not complaining. I was quite frankly pretty misled and honestly, a little bit confused. But on God though, somebody needs to go and get this man some AirPods so he can do his driving in comfort and style. Like these. These are quality. The fuck you mean these aren't AirPods? And I gotta say though, some down bad dudes really be simping hard for Lily James in this movie, and you know what? I don't get the appeal, like, at all. She looks like she just ripped a fart in the passenger seat as Gerby's doing some driving, thinking deeply about, like, the black pill and shit, and she's just sitting there like, yo, Gerby, you smell that? You know what? She kind of fine. I get the appeal now. Oh, God. You know what? I bet every single year, Baby Driver has the most absolutely insane Spotify rap playlist that goes absolutely hard in the paint sauce. Minus 3 points for Kevin Spacey though, but I'm gonna bump up 2 stars for the Punisher and add 1 star for the guy who wanted to be Batman but didn't get the role of Batman. Alright, next up is the holy grail of Halloween movies, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Oh man, I could picture the hate comments coming in now. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, 4 stars out of 5 stars. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is fucking gross, grotesque, trashy, absolutely brutal while inside of a gory, gritty hellscape with it being hard to understand. It is a departure from what we knew, a Loomis assassination with a lot of what the fucks. This movie is the visual representation of an outhouse and I just love it so much. Alright, I just gotta say, this movie fucks, but the majority of people are just too weak to admit it. The perfect example of style over substance, but let's be real here. When has any Halloween movie had quality substance? The majority of the franchise objectively kinda sucks, but that's why we love it. I mean, that's why I love it. Aside from the first movie, there's pretty hardcore haters for every single entry. And that's pretty telling for the overall franchise if you ask me. So drop this intense hate hard on for Rob Zombie trying to do something different and actually doing something different and move on. And just accept this is the masterpiece as it is. I said what I said. We aren't gonna have 15 movies of the exact same shit. I mean, we practically already do. So I really respect Rob Zombie for trying to go his own way with this franchise. And that's why I think Halloween Ends is one of the best movies in this franchise, since it actually dared to be unique and not a carbon copy of everything that came before it. There's definitely a lot of things that I don't like in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I'm just gonna be real here. Like, Fucking Dr. Loomis is completely insufferable, and that white horse shit is kind of a little out there even for my standards. But what the fuck is the Thorn trilogy then? We just gonna ignore the fact that Michael Myers was used by a cult like a goddamn puppet? Kind of undermines his character a little bit if you ask me. In 15 years, people will come around to this movie just like that they have with Season of the Witch. Mark my words. Alright, so next up on the list, we got Barbarian. 5 stars out of 5 stars. Holy sweet baby Jesus, was this movie a ride? I wonder if this is just a regular day in the life of 2022 Detroit though. The second Justin Long entered the frame, I knew that psychotic motherfucker was about to cook, and he did. Bruh, Pennywise had one down bad fate though. All he was Mr. Good Intentions with a bad hand. Cave Mother seemed to like him. Cave Mother seemed to like everyone. We don't like Cave Mother though. Cave Mother just wants some lovin', but you'll never catch me loving Cave Mother. Also, you can't spell barbarian without Airbnb. Yo, that's kind of true though, you can't. Damn, that's cool. But on dog, this movie was a roller coaster ride from start to finish. I had no idea what the fuck was going on and what the plot of this movie was going into it. I had no idea of what I was about to watch. But goddamn, was I in for one of the movies of all time. I love how every 15 minutes, Barbarian changes up and goes in like a completely different direction, but at the same time stays true to what's going on. It is so ADHD, just like your boy, and I think it works so well. The second that Justin Long entered the scene, I knew shits was about to get intense. And shits gets intense. That man is the CEO of crazy shit and deserves a raise. Give this man's a raise! R.I.P. Pennywise though. Red Herring of the Year award goes to him since he was all things sus from the start. Also, Cave Father deserves no justice. Fuck Cave Father. Richard Brake is the CEO of Sus Nasty. Nasty ass motherfucker on dog. Whenever he enters the scene in literally any movie he's in, you're about to be in for a fucking wild ride and will probably be sick to your stomach due to the level of degeneracy that this man radiates and brings to his roles. And you know what? I love him being typecast in these roles. Richard Brake, never change. Alright, next up on Spook Docklin's list of absolutely fire reviews to go over, Saw 1. 5 stars out of 5 stars. If my motherfuckers watched Saw 3 before ending up in the bathroom in Saw 1, they would have known that you can beat the fuck out of your foot with a toilet lid and slide out of these chains to freedom. But if they did, you know what? We wouldn't have gotten the greatest love story ever told. What the fuck were these dudes doing going into Saw 1 totally unaware of the Saw lore when in Saw 3, Eric beat the shit out of his foot with that toilet lid to escape from the trenches of that bathroom? Fucking rookie move. Brush up on your lore. Bros could have saved so much time by outsmarting the Jig Man. Sheesh, my dogs. Absolute bunch of amateurs. Uneducated fucks, I tell you. Just a bunch of buffoons. This movie is a certified hood classic that needs no further explanation. It is the most perfect love story out of all love stories. Believe you me, I'm a fucking sucker for a good love story. I'm gonna go watch this with my crush on our first date, hoping that she'll want to come back for a second date. And on our second date, we'll watch Saw 2. I mean, why wouldn't she want to come back for a second date? Fucking flawless, my motherfuckers. Holy fuck this video. And you know what we're gonna do after watching Saw 2? Watch Saw 1 again, and then Saw 2 as a triple feature. Mwah. Chef's kiss. And holy fuck, man, don't even get me started on Saw 2. I can go on for hours talking about how fucking great that movie is. I'd conceive children to that movie. You heard it first. Freddy be having Saw babies. Oh my god, what am I doing? Is this really what I'm doing with my life? Alright, next up on the list, The Ring. 4 stars out of 5 stars. That evil little stank bitch Samara is gonna get roadhoused so hard if she steps foot through my TV. Fuck her and fuck her edgy little videotape that she made. I agree with everything that man just said, almost like he is literally me or something. For years, I swear, man, I've been perfecting the infamous roadhouse kick and the good old throat rip for that very moment. For when that stank little bitch Samara comes crawling out of my TV to pull me down into that well, fuck that, she ain't taking me. She can go back down there, close the lid, and sit in isolation forever. Fuck that bitch. But dog, though, this movie makes me want to throw on a sweater every single time I watch it. It's fucking cold, literally, man. Have you seen this movie? That blue filter paired with the PNW as a setting makes you really feel that crisp ocean air. Makes me miss the West Coast a little bit. My nips get hard watching that movie due to how cold it is. And please, don't ask me to elaborate on what I just said because I will not explain what I mean by that statement. It's kind of funny though, how the Pacific Northwest is synonymous with the blue filter, just like how Mexico is synonymous with the orange filter. It's kind of like racist towards locations or something, is it not? Fuck, I need to stop. Just making bold ass assumptions, general stereotypes. Fuck, man, cancel this shit already. Also, I'm just gonna come out and say, this movie destroyed my entire fucking childhood. Like, fuck, bro. I remember my parents brought this movie home from movie night. I think I was like 9 at the time. I had absolutely no clue what it was. I was just stoked that we were gonna have a presumably fun and innocent family movie night. Some, you know, classic family bonding. I watched it with my rose-colored glasses on, fucking hat with that spinny thing on top with an oversized lollipop, just ready to indulge in just some good film, some good innocent film that a 9-year-old would love. And I was righteously fucked for like 4.5 years straight after that. And I swear, man, I'm still dealing with the repercussions from that movie and all of the therapy sessions that I should be attending. Straight scarred, homie. And I swear to all things fuck that movie gave me PTSD. I remember one night when I was sleeping up in my living room, since I was way too scared to sleep down in my room, bro, I was a certified pussy. I legit heard a fox scream for the first time in my life right outside my window. Like, I'm pretty sure it was right at midnight for what seemed like half an hour straight. Bruh, I had literally no fucking clue what it was. And I was convinced, like, bro, dead ass convinced that stringy little fucking gross ass well girl was gonna come up and take me away. Whew. Fuck that shit. I didn't sleep that night, the next night, or for the next 4 years. My childhood innocence was completely ripped away from me. My rose-colored glasses turned black, cracked, and broke right in half. And my hat with that spinny thing on top, man, I haven't seen that thing since. And from that moment on, I've been stuck with this stupid-ass regular hat. And well, my lollipop turned to shit. Boy, let me tell ya, I hate shit. And honestly, when I started to see the light at the end of the tunnel for getting over this movie, The Grudge came out and I was fucked for another couple years. We were back at square one at that point, my guys. Fuck. Ah! Ghost girls with long black hair? Bruh, my least favorite genre. Fuck that shit. Take that shit back, Japan. We don't want it. I would rate this movie half a star, cause fuck this movie. But I'm gonna go and give it 4 stars due to how this movie completely fucked up my childhood, cause goddamn did it really do me good. And overall, being a horror movie, it is actually pretty good. I gotta give credit where credit is due, even though it robbed me of all my childhood innocence. Alright, next up, Evil Dead Rise. 4.5 stars out of 5 stars. Looking for hot single moms in my area who are DTG, down to grate my entire fucking leg. You know, while you're at it, grate my arms, my back, my chest, hell, even grate my face. Turn me into Frank from Hellraiser while you're at it, and please, read me the Necronomicon Ex Mortis before I fall into an eternal slumber, so you can get me speaking in tongue. But I guarantee that's not the only thing you'll get my tongue doing with that attitude. Oh my god. Girl, where you be though? Hit my line at Dog Spookler. Spook Dockland is waiting to hear from you. See you soon, babyface. Doc, what the fuck? But yes, please hit me up with the hot moms before the possession. And man, we be talking. Maybe even after. I'm not picky. You know why? Because your boy, he's got no standards. But in reality, Freddy be lonely. Hot moms, hit me up. But off the reels though, this movie fucks and that's on the dog. What? But off the reel though, this movie fucks and that's on dog. What am I doing? The entire Evil Dead franchise goes absolutely hard. And I gotta admit, paired with the remake and the original, Evil Dead Rise can probably alternate in my top 3 of the franchise, depending on which mood I'm in on that day. Cause those 3 movies, those are really good movies. And the remake from, what was it, like 2012, the Evil Dead remake? Dude, that's one of the best remakes of all time. It is probably almost better than the original. Hot take. Remake, OG, and this are fucking top tier, my guy. I love how this movie took place at the top of a very tall high rise, cause like, honestly, you can't escape that shit. And being trapped up there with all that's going on, that'd be fucking terrifying. And you know what? Seeing that woke Gen Z girl get turned into a deadite and get absolutely wrecked, absolute W for this movie. And honestly, one thing that I truly really do appreciate about the Evil Dead franchise is that there's an entry in this franchise for every single like genre of horror. You have just straight up horror, campy horror, and then just straight camp. It's beautiful, really. Just like Demon Mom. What's good? Hit me up. All right, next up, Saltburn. 5 stars out of 5 stars. Lonely gross incel tries to fuck his way to the top, but in the end remains a lonely gross incel. LOL, literally. This is a movie that I absolutely had no idea what it was about before diving into it, and I really think that this seems to be a theme within this video here. I saw it trending and saw that the dude who played the Joker in the new Batman movie and the dude who was fan casted as the new Superman were both the leads in this movie, and I was like, you know what, fucking okay, sure. Let's see what new Joker and almost Superman can do within this movie. And damn, dog, this movie was truly something. This is truly one of the movies of all time. Oh God. First off, I truly gotta say that Saltburn has the best cinematography that I have seen in a long time. If not like in my top 3, and maybe all time. The second you see something that's filmed in a 1:1 ratio, you know you're in for a spectacular art piece. But if I'm being real, for the first time in my fucking life, this movie was surprisingly really good. Essentially, lonely incel sees rich guy with generational wealth and he's like, God damn, how can I get some of that? So he tries getting some of that in a lot of degenerate, fucked up ways. And holy shit, spoilers by the way, he does end up getting what he wants, but in the end remains a lonely incel. It kind of begs the question, like, does wealth actually make you happy, like, to your core? Is it fulfilling, like, truly, if you have nobody to share said wealth with? Because let's be real here, new Joker can dance around naked in his huge estate all he wants, but that's gonna fade away really quickly, and he's gonna realize he's got no one's bathwater to lick up now. No more graves to fuck. You're just kind of like in a shell of a place that once was, that's not even yours, kind of like in the same place that you were at the beginning of the movie, but now you're just rich. You're lonely, no friends, and still an incel. Somebody really needs to give Barry Keoghan an Oscar though. Like, for real. This man's fucked dirt. He licked up and laid in nut water from the bathtub, went down on Venetia during her time of the month and was like, I'm a vampire. Like, bro, come on. And then he went and improvised that naked dancing scene. Like, bro, what other actor would do that willingly? This man, you know, the more I talk about this movie, the more I like it. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. All right, last movie on the list. Last but not least, but certainly the movie I want to talk about the least. Mysterious Skin. 3.5 stars out of 5 stars. What the fuck? I watched this movie high out of my mind on mushrooms on New Year's Eve with absolutely no idea on what I was getting into. I have not been the same person since that night. Fuck, dude, everything Spook just said, I agree yet again. So last New Year's, I was spending it by myself. I was shrooming, zooming, looking for a new movie to watch. And then I came across this movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt from like the early 2000s. And I was like, shit, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's earlier work. I've never seen any of this. Fuck yeah, cool. What can go wrong? Like, I enjoy his films, but I've never seen any of his earlier work though. So like, I was kind of curious. Like, from the looks of it, this must be some like lighthearted coming of age story or some shit. Fuck yeah! What can go wrong? What a great way to spend New Year's. This movie will probably have some interesting life lessons attached, like every coming of age story, which I presume this movie to be. Like, Freddy gonna learn some shit today. I'm high on mushrooms. Shit's gonna get fucking like crazy up in here. Man, I can't believe how fucking naive I was. I turned it on and couldn't be any more wrong. I was so far from the truth. Like, what in the actual fuck? What did I do for me to stumble upon this movie? What kind of karmic lessons was the universe trying to teach me? Why did I have to watch this high on mushrooms? The main thing that I pulled away from Mysterious Skin was not to watch any movies that you have no idea what they're about under the influence on psychedelics. Because dog, what the fuck? I had to stop this movie like 6 times throughout just to process what I was watching. My predictions could have not been further from the truth for what this movie was gonna be about. But I'm not even gonna tell you what this movie's about in this review. Fuck me, man. I'm not diving back into that territory. I just want all of you to go watch this movie and see for yourself. I hate everything about this movie. I hate speaking about this movie. But I will go and make this the longest segment of the video. I was convinced afterwards that I actually hallucinated this movie. How many times have I just said movie? Ugh, fuck. This movie did not seem real. Man, I swear God, I mean dog, I immediately went to take a shower after finishing this film because damn dude, I did not feel good. I felt thick, slimy, gross, sludgy, and full of emotion that I just couldn't rinse off. I couldn't sleep off. Fuck. When midnight came, man, I was sitting outside listening to every happy motherfucker just cheering Happy New Year for like 20 minutes straight. It came from all angles. It was like fucking surround sound in my backyard, my dogs. Like there was fireworks, there was everything. It was trippy. And it was, to the average person, a marvelous and serene experience. But to me, to your boy, well, oh, fuck. Your boy just sat there processing the events that just transpired. Like he just awoke from a 5 a.m. fever dream after doing a bunch of mescaline with the people living underneath my stairs. And those aren't our friendly folk either. I cannot rate this movie bad due to the effect that it had on me, but I cannot rate this movie good due to the effect that it had on me. Oh boy. Damn, dude. Well, a lot of these movies truly did fuck me up, looking back on them now. Oh my god. I really love the way that movies can really hit someone in so many ways, just so many different areas, and just have such a prolonged effect on them for such a long time to come. It's fascinating. Art is fucking cool, man, especially in the form of film. Film fucks, and so does Spook Dockland's reviews. I just want to take a second to thank him and all of his tasteless reviews that he has supplied for this video and also the last one. Man's a fucking savage. But with that, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. My name is Freddy Savage, reading you more unhinged reviews from Letterboxd, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.